Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Haley. Today I am really excited because I'm going to be reviewing some Merit Beauty products for you. So Merit Beauty reached out to me and asked if I wanted to try out 2 of their products, and I said yes. This is not sponsored. Like I said, these products were gifted to me and I have been trying them out and I have kind of reviews for you guys. And you know me, I'm going to be honest, whether they said it to me or not. I don't have an obligation to say good things, you know what I mean. I'm excited though because I've been trying these out and I was really pleasantly surprised. I wanted to make sure that this video was a review video and not a first impressions because I don't know, with them sending it to me, I felt better if it was actually a review of the product. So I'm really excited. Thank you, Merit Beauty, if you're watching. If you don't know about Merit Beauty, they're kind of a minimalist beauty brand. An influencer I really like is Daisy Cash, and she had a whole video on their products. So when they reached out to me, her video was the first one that I went to, and I was like, okay, kind of got a feel for the products and everything like that. I'm not always totally a minimalist person. I feel like I'm getting into it a little bit more. I still like more of my full coverage foundation and stuff like that. You guys know that. But with blushes and things like that, I can totally get down with the minimalist beauty, especially this time of year in the summer. It's kind of the clean girl makeup, as it will, sort of the minimalist glowy makeup, if that makes sense. If you've never heard of them, that's kind of a rundown. So with your first order, they just sent this to me, but they did tell me with your first order right now, you will get this really cute corduroy makeup bag. And it really is cute. I haven't seen a makeup bag like this where it's kind of a tie. It's super cute. This would be so cute for going to the beach or even traveling because of the way that it is. It can fold down so small. I love that. I was kind of looking through their different products, and especially from Daisy's video, which I can link below, I was really interested in their blushes and then their lipstick. Of course, their lipstick, you guys know lipstick's my thing. But let's start with the blush. So right now I only have basically my base makeup and contour on and my eye makeup. You guys, this blush, okay. Hold on, before I get into it, let me read to you the claims. So it says, microfine pigment powders provide a touch of color without covering up your natural skin texture. Lightweight buildable formula leaves a long-lasting glow that's never heavy or cakey. Formulated without acne-triggering ingredients, that's important for me. Vitamin E conditioned skin, made with 43% recycled plastic, and ships in our signature packaging that is either recyclable, reusable, or compostable. So that's really cool. This product I really love. I am so excited to get more shades. You'll just have to see, but it creates this glow that is effortless and just beautiful and almost looks like it's lit from within. It's hard to explain, but I got the shade Cheeky, and it comes in this little balm, super cute packaging, sort of this cooler toned, not quite berry, especially when you see it on. I'll swatch it here for you. But really pretty, cooler pink tone. Gorgeous. The finish of these, if you're familiar, so this is gonna sound strange because they're not the same product at all. But if you're familiar with the MAC Glow Play blushes, similar finish on the skin. And I think that's why I like it so much, because that's my favorite blush. And when I tried this out and I'd been wearing it for a while throughout the day and I kept looking in the mirror, I was like, oh my gosh, this really reminds me of the Glow Play blushes in the finish, the glowy finish of it. Now that one is a cream to powder formula and this is more of a balmy, but it's that same kind of glow that it gives. So what I think is really cool about these blushes is that you can use them in kind of a multitude of ways. So if I wasn't wearing any foundation, or if I was wearing just a really light skin tint, you definitely could just go straight on your skin with this and then blend it out. For me, because I'm wearing foundation and stuff, I'm not gonna do that, but you can create just you can put your brush straight onto this and then go onto your cheeks, and it creates a very subtle flush. And that's really pretty because there's definitely a time or place for that. But I was like, okay, how much can I build this up? And you actually can build it up a lot. So I'm just going to show you guys both ways. So I'm going to put this right on, just kind of pounce it on there. And I finally got a mirror, you guys, so I don't have to use a palette every time. And then you can just blend it. This is my favorite for cream products. Isn't that just a pretty glow to the cheeks? Again, minimalist beauty. Even if you were going to the beach or something, I could see doing this And it just creates a really subtle flush, but it's still there, and a gorgeous, again, lit from within kind of glow. So that's what I love about this. And I'm gonna do the same to the other side, just so we can keep it all even. Again, just a really pretty, subtle flush to the cheeks. I love it. But you can also build it up, because you know me. There are times when I really like a lot of pigment. So to do that, I actually take this, like I did with the swatch, and put it all over my hand and really get a lot in there. And then from my hand, go in with the brush and get as much of that product as I can. And just notice that it builds up a lot more. And you can keep doing it. That's the cool thing, is like, if you wanted even more, you could keep going and really build it up. And it's not removing any of the product underneath. It's not moving it around. It just blends in so beautifully. I love that. So I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Again, just kind of swirl this around. Just so pretty. And even that for me is enough, but I'm gonna go in with a third layer just because that's what I did on the other side and I want it to be equal. This would be such a pretty color too in fall and winter. I mean, it works now, but I really want to try some other shades, because in Daisy's video, she had a couple different shades. It's like, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I can see why people like these blushes so much. If you look at the reviews and stuff, people really like them, and I can understand why. And even though it's a balm, it's just, I don't know how they do that it's just a really pretty, effortless kind of glow. And it's not like looking greasy. You know what I mean? Like, I have some balmy kind of blushes and liquidy kind of blushes that just don't look good. And this just looks beautiful. I'm really obsessed with this blush and I can't wait to get more shades. And I can show you a little bit later. I've also put powder on to set the T-zone, and then I was like, oh, it took a little bit of the glow away, and I actually went back over it with just one thin layer. I did this again, and it actually, even over the powder, went right over. It didn't move the powder around. It didn't look weird. It just kind of added that glow back in. So I'll show you guys that as well. So I'm actually gonna go and finish up the rest of my makeup. Not much left. It's literally like, I wanna put a powder bronzer on and some highlight, and then we will be right back. And I'll show you how it applies over powder. Okay, I am back. We've got wind howling in the background. So you might notice now that that glow from the blush is taken away a little bit. So I wanna show you that you can really add it back in. And I've already put on a lot of blush, so I really just wanna put on a thin layer. So I'm just gonna go like that. Just add a little bit of that glow back in. And notice the glow is back, but it didn't move around the product underneath. It doesn't look weird and cakey. Like, this is such a good formula. And then I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Just so pretty. I really, really, really love this blush. And that's not something I say very often about cream blushes. Similar to the MAC Glow Play blushes, but more effortless and minimalist. That one does still have a little bit of a powder look to it because it is a cream to powder. This one doesn't have that powderiness to it. So similar glow, but not the same kind of powderiness, if that makes sense. So the other product that they sent to me that I got to pick out was their signature lip in baby. So this is what the outside packaging looks like. The packaging on this is really pretty. Like, the component, it looks like, I mean, it is high end, but it looks very luxe to me. And this is more of a cool toned brown, at least against my skin tone. I want to read the claims on this one for you guys. So this is $26 and it says, provides sheer satin finish color without the heaviness of traditional lipstick. The color is lightweight and buildable. Layer for saturated color or shade slick on top for a glossy effect, or add shade slick on top for a glossy effect. That's another one of their products that I haven't tried. Plant-derived squalane and sunflower seed oil provide long-lasting moisture for a comfortable light as air finish. Papain enzyme helps soothe lips. Stabilized vitamin C helps diffuse the appearance of fine lines. Made with 30% recycled plastics and ships in our signature packaging that is either recyclable, reusable, or compostable, which is really cool that they kind of also have that almost minimalist packaging as well that is easily like recyclable or compostable. So I'm going to lip swatch this for you guys, which is one of my favorite things to do, as you know. I have been trying this out. It's definitely got some pigment. For being from a minimalist beauty brand, you might think like, oh, it's just gonna be super sheer. It's actually not. I mean, you could sheer this out, but even upon like first application to your lips, it's not sheer. There's definitely some pigment to it. I don't know if they have lip liners. I'm not gonna use one today. I don't think they do. I think they just have lipsticks and lip oils, which I'm not a huge lip oil person, so that's why I didn't go with that one. But notice you can also build this up. What do you guys think? Really pretty. Again, for fall, this is more of a darker nude kind of shade. I love it. So I'm excited to use these products, especially as we're going into fall. But they have tons of shades of the blushes and the lipsticks as well. So, I mean, you could get one that's more springtime or summery, but I feel like fall and winter is just kind of my aesthetic all year round. Okay, this lipstick, super comfortable, moisturizing, not drying at all, is a traditional bullet creamy lipstick. So this is not a liquid lipstick. This is not a matte long wearing lipstick. As you eat and drink, it is going to come off, right? If I kiss my hand right now, you're gonna see the product there. Here's what I'll say about it though. I tested this. I love how evenly it wears off. You know how some lipsticks, it'll just come off in like sections when you're eating and drinking, and then you're like, okay, now it really looks crazy. And if you don't have time to reapply or you don't have a mirror, you're just kind of self-conscious about how it looks. This one doesn't do that. I had lunch, I drank a lot of Diet Pepsi, and it just wears off really evenly. And what I was impressed about was at the very end of the day, there was still a light layer on my lips of color. So it's not like it totally wore off and it was just my bare lips by the end of the day. There was still an even thin layer of this lipstick at the end of the day. Like I said, after eating, after drinking, it was still there. So I was impressed by the pigment, that it still left some color there after hours of wear. But again, just know, if you're looking for super long wearing lipstick, this isn't going to be it. If you're okay with a light layer by the end of the day that still looks nice and it looks like you still have something on your lips, this is awesome. So it's just kind of depends on what you want. Again, this is minimalist beauty, and I would say most days this is the kind of lipstick that I'm reaching for. Don't get me wrong, I love my liquid lipsticks too. I love long wearing lipsticks, especially when it is a pigmented color. Like if it was a red, I might be a little more self-conscious, but this is a nude shade. You know what I mean? For reds and stuff like that, I do want a liquid lipstick most of the time that's really gonna stay on and keep that pigment throughout the whole day, because it's a lot more noticeable if a red starts to come off or if a red gets outside of the lines. This was just like effortless, beautiful, looked great even at the end of the day, even though it wasn't as pigmented, because it's a traditional cream lipstick and it's gonna come off by the end of the day. But I do really like this as well. Now, if you only have the money for one and you're like, okay, but should I get the lipstick or should I get the blush? Get the blush. The blush is so good. You just have to try it. I feel like I've tried to do a good job of explaining it, but I still think it's one of those things that you just need to see it on your cheeks for yourself, because even in person, beautiful glow, I don't know is ever gonna come off as beautiful on camera as it does in person. So I definitely wanna try more shades of the blushes. And if I was recommending one to you, I would recommend the blushes, but I do like the lipstick. So, you know, both are good. If you only have money for one, I would go with the blushes. So I would love to hear, have you guys tried Merit Beauty? What do I need to try next? What am I missing out on? Because I hadn't ever tried anything from Merit Beauty till they sent these products to me, and now I definitely want to try more. So you guys let me know down in the comments. That being said, Merit Beauty actually gave me an affiliate link for you guys. Now you guys know all of my links for the most part are affiliate links because I just go through an affiliate company, but Merit Beauty specifically gave me a link for their website to get a commission if you guys want to buy any products. It doesn't have to even be just these products, it could be any products on their website. So that link just takes you to their website. Unfortunately, the code does not save you guys any money, and that would be awesome if it did, but it does not. I want to be very upfront about that, but it does support my channel. So I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that as well. Don't feel like you have to use it. If you do use it, thank you so much. I mean, it supports my channel is really what it goes towards, But if you just want to go on the Merit Beauty website and get some of the blushes or any of their products, no pressure. But if you would like to support my channel and use that link, I am going to link that down below for you. It was very kind of them to do that and to gift me with these products. Again, I always tell the truth about products because I don't want to buy things and be duped by someone and it's not actually a good product. These are really good and I like them a lot, especially the blushes. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I hope you'll hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. I hope you'll also give this video a like. It does help out my channel a lot. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys. Bye.